Boom, I'm in the room. Good evening on this Saturday evening. Well, you're probably here because there's nothing on the telly. And I'm coming to you live from the Old Heale Manor. And I'm your host, Lord Heale. Now then, what do we know? What do we know? What's occurring? What's going on out there? Well, far be it for me to say, I told you so. But I did. I'm just going to leave that one there for a minute. Now, if you haven't caught up with the radio station, don't go over there just now. But I've rescheduled everything. Got new schedules, new material, and we're playing some music and we're playing some talks and all sorts. So I've been working very hard. Very, very hard I've been working to get it all right. Now, well, so I don't know what's going on there. I've got some queer light going on over here. Over here, look. Oh well, we'll just live with it for the time being. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's that. Bizarre. That's a bizarre phenomena. That's a phenomena. So, what's been going on then? Well, I've had an okay week, I suppose. What have I been doing this week? I don't know, I can't remember. I'm having some fun with my brain. What have I done this week? I don't know what I've done this week. I think what I might have to do is have a look back at my calendar, see what I've done this week. Oh yeah, Monday. Artie the ship's cat. Well, we had to take him to the old, to the vet. Nothing serious. Nothing serious at all. He just goes there every 3 months to have his worm tablet because he don't like taking it. And the easiest way of doing it is get a nurse to do it. Bop, done. And they give him a quick once over as well, so just to make sure he's okay. Tuesday, we had a party at the Old Heale Manor. We had a garden party at the Old Heale Manor where most people stayed in. It was a nice day as well. But we got the old gazebo up, we got the chairs out, got it all nice and comfortable. We invited people round for food. Yeah, it was a nice little garden party we had. And then I didn't do a lot Wednesday. I can't remember what I did Wednesday. Thursday, I'd one of them, didn't I? When I was up in Northampton the other week, leaving on the Sunday morning, apparently they've changed the speed limit on a particular road. And I got captured, apparently, doing 39 in the new 30. So Thursday afternoon, cost me £85. 85 quid to do a speed awareness course. So I'm now fully up to speed with speed awareness. That's the first time I've been captured in a long time. I've had a clean licence for such a long time. And the last time I got captured must have been 20 years ago when they first started doing these naughty boy courses. So I've had a clean licence all that time. So, and I've still got a clean licence, but if I get captured once more, then I'll get the points and the fine. Don't particularly want that. Don't particularly want that. Anyway, Yesterday it was Friday. I went to the old HMS Victory and the meat raffle, and I drew a blank. There was 3 football cards and a meat raffle, and I got nothing. Not a sausage. Nout. Anyway, so that brings us on today. So, this morning I jumped on the old bike, the old Royal Enfield Himalayan 450, and I went for a little ride out to the Armed Forces and Veterans Breakfast Club over at Sovereigns at Portsmouth, and I had a bit of breakfast with the boys, a bit of banter, and then I went off to Chichester, to Helmet City, to see if I could get a new visor for my helmet, because it's getting on a bit and it's a bit battered and scratched up and all the rest of it. So I need a new visor, but they didn't have one in stock, so I've had to order one. So that will come in a few days' time, in time for my next trip, which is next weekend. Well, no, I'll go actually Friday morning. I'll leave here Friday morning, and I'll go off to. Oh, evening, Richard. I've just seen you there. From Northampton General Hospital. You're still in there? Yes, I'm back in the hospital again. Here, Richard. If you don't come out, can I borrow your season ticket? Well, if you don't ask and all that. But I'm going to be away until the 14th of September, because I'm off on my travels. I'm doing some travelling. Yeah, I'm going. Off next weekend. I'm off to the Ogre Festival. You remember Ogre in the old motorbike mags, the cartoon character with a winged helmet. I'm off to that festival, and I think I can't remember where it is actually. But that's where I'm going. So that's Friday and Saturday and Sunday, but I'm coming back on Sunday. This may be an option. Yeah. Be nice to go and see the old Saints, because they're pretty good, aren't they? Let's hope that they can continue the motion from last season and come back and have another winning season. Mind you, having said that, I think the last time they nearly did it, they went down the following season. But they should be all right. I'm sure they'll be fine this coming season, because they're pretty good. They've got a good squad at the moment. So that's me. I'm off to the Ogre Festival. Now, the radio station, we're making some adjustments. I've been working pretty hard at doing the scheduling, and now I think I've cracked the scheduling. What I've had to do is I've had to download a load of music just to fill in some of the gaps. So it's going to take a little bit more fettling, but we've now got some music on there, so we're playing music. So if you tune into there it is there, it's all there. And as of next week, as soon as it gets the nod and the wink from the Alexa, it'll be you just say to Alexa, play UK radio. Real Life Radio UK, and it should pop up, and there's a ton of stuff on there, and it'll run 24/7, so you can leave it on all the time. But you just ask Alexa to play Real Life Radio UK, and it should be all over it. So that's starting sometime next week. I'm not sure which day. But we've applied for it, and it should come. So you can listen to some music. There's music hours on there. There's talk on there. There's mixtures of talk and what's the name. So I'm working hard at getting the scheduling right. Now, I put in the description, can it get any worse for the far right? Now, I think anybody that's watching me, they will probably be classed as far right because they don't like our point of view. But you've got to be so careful. Got to be so careful that you don't get what's named. You've only got to say something slightly risque, and the old bill will be down on you like a ton of bricks. You'll be dragged off to court. Before you know it, you find yourself in the old pokey in clink for just saying something daft. Just say something against the establishment. That's what they're doing. They're locking people up that are saying anything against the establishment. So if you was to say something like Keir Starmer needs to resign, or the whole of the Labour front bench should put their ticket in, I think the country should give them their P45s. I mean, their first 6 weeks, they ain't doing particularly well, are they? And I did say people shouldn't do it, shouldn't put them in there, because they've never done it in the past, have they? That's the trouble. People got very short memories. I can remember the last time this lot was in. And look at the mess they left it in. Mind you, having said that, the Conservatives have left it in probably a worse state. Yeah, instead of leaving it in debt with no money, they've left a massive debt. Something around about 2.7 trillion pounds sterling. Imagine what the old bill just for the interest on that's like. That's outrageous. It's blooming outrageous, isn't it? But that's what they've done to us. They have skinned us and put us in so much debt. I feel sorry for our kids. I feel sorry for me, actually. I've just got my pension and now I'm not going to get the winter fuel payment. So I'm going to have to freeze. I'm going to have to freeze this winter. I've got to choose between heating and eating. So on the cold days, I'll have to starve and put the heating on. And if it's not quite so cold, I'll have to put the heating on or turn the heating off and eat. You couldn't make it up. And it's going to get worse because they're now mooting the idea that they're going to do some means testing on the state pension. Yeah, because I got an army pension that I worked very hard for, I nearly lost my life several times for, I'm probably going to lose my state benefit. Apparently they call in the state pension a benefit. Do you reckon it's a benefit? The fact that you've coughed up. I coughed up for 46 years. I checked my old doobly what's it thingy me bob, and I've contributed 46 full years contribution towards the national insurance. And they're going to call it a benefit that they could take away. I personally don't think that is fair. And the fact, I mean, week one in government, old Rachel Thieves, she's the first thing she came out with is they're going to stop the winter fuel payment for pensioners. It's a bloody easy target, isn't it? Do you think she knows that most pensioners didn't vote for her? Most pensioners have lived through Labour before and they know what they're like. So that's what they've done, isn't it? They didn't vote for them. So now they're being punished. A whole lot of us, whatever it is, 10 million pensioners are being targeted. And if they think that you've got an extra income because you were smart and you worked for your retirement and you put some extra away and you've got a company pension or an army pension, they think you don't need the pittance of a state pension. I'm on a reduced state pension as well. And I ain't on no benefits neither. So I've got no chance of getting the winter fuel payment, and I've got no chance of keeping my state pension or my state benefit. I don't think it's fair. I do not think that is fair. What do you think? Do you think I'm being mugged off? Do you think it's going to get any better? The fact that it couldn't get... I said it would get worse. Even I didn't think it was going to get this bad. So quickly. This bad so quick. 6 weeks. And he's the most hated Prime Minister ever. He's even worse than Liz Truss. And look, at least Liz Truss didn't get world leaders taking a Michael out of her. Whereas old Keir Starling, old Comrade Starling there, he's getting a right pasting from just about everybody. They're all having a go at him, aren't they? The fact he deserves it. I mean, who in their right mind would mug off their own people? There's no other country in the world that puts illegal migrants in front of their own people. Nowhere. Yet they seem hell-bent on providing everything for illegal migrants. Illegal economic migrants that have come across the channel. And I don't know whether you saw my my piece I did the other week from Portsmouth, Guildhall Square. I went and had a word with these people, that refugees welcome types. Now, to start with, they didn't have an argument. They just give me the old silent treatment. But then a couple did engage. Now, I missed a trick. I did miss a trick. I should have said, how many illegal economic migrants are you going to put up? Or how many refugees are you prepared to put up in your gaff? Now, I'm almost sure that 99% of the answer will become back, well, I would, but I haven't got the space. Oh, I rent. Yeah, right? So where are they going to put them? Where do you want them to put these refugees? Now, a refugee is like those that came from Ukraine, the women and the children. And the menfolk stay behind. They stay behind to fight. Now, all these coming across the channel, 90% of them, the vast majority, are all fighting young males, fighting age males. Now, do they fall into the category of being a refugee, an asylum seeker? Or are they just cowards, left their women and children behind to fight the war for them? There you go. This government has got it all wrong. They've got it totally wrong. And if you're on the right or the far right, because anybody that says anything against this government, they are far right. They've been silenced. They've been rounded up and they've been thrown in prison. They've emptied the prisons out of violent criminals to make way for people that have put hurty words on X or Twitter or Faceache or YouTube. So one has to be very careful, because they may come for me. If you don't hear from me in the next in the next week or two, make the assumption that I've been captured and thrown in the chokey, thrown in the clink. It could happen. It could well happen. But let's hope not. Let's hope that I've just about stayed below the firing line. So we've got a big trip coming up. We have the big trip coming up fairly shortly. So next weekend I'm at the Augury Festival. I come back. Next week I've got the Rummy's going in for a service, having an oil shift and that, ready for the big trip. So the 31st I'm off to the rugby, camping the night there. Following morning, going to join in the ride-in to Duxford. And then I'm up north. I'm heading the north then. And I'm going to be doing the North Coast 500 combined with John O'Groats to Land's End. And I'm going to be doing it over 14 days. 2,500 miles, just over 2,500 miles in 14 days. Not a bad little trip. I've got quite a lot of videoing to be doing on the way round. So I'm going to be doing some historical sites, some museums, some castles, and some of the classic riding bits. Some of the classic riding bits on the North Coast 500 and coming down the country. So anywhere that's a bit interesting, I shall get a little bit of footage of that. And then I shall be doing a little series when I get back. Talking of series, dropped today was Overloon. Overloon dropped today, which is the Overloon War Museum in a place called Overloon, which is not far from Nijmegen. So I thought it was quite interesting. So if you want to go and have a butcher's of that, go and have a gander. What else dropped? Stalag XB dropped last Tuesday. Next Tuesday, Waterloo. I think. Yeah, Waterloo. Now, if you've not been to Waterloo, go and have a watch of that. It will inspire you to go. It's fascinating. The fact that I got there and there was reenactors there as well, but I had a good butcher's around the place. I'll tell you what, the panorama is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Never seen much like it before. And you can have a really good walk around and you can work out where this happened, where that happened, where Hougoumont Farm is, where La Haye-Saint, where Blucher came up. where Wellington was and where good old Nosy was. He was there with his gang of boys, and old Napoleon, old Boney. He was. You can see where he was on his white horse, and you could see the retreat. Yeah. So there you go. There's something to look forward to. And then the last one in the series is Tynecott and the Menham Gate. So a couple next Saturday. I think that's when they're going to go, next Saturday. I think I combined the two maybe, or did I not? I don't know, I can't remember. But I've also got dropping at the moment. Last weekend I went to the BSB, the British Superbike Championships at Thruxton, and I managed to interview 13 or 12 team members of True Heroes Racing, and they're dropping over the next few weeks. They're dropping on a Wednesday and a Thursday, so watch out for those. A couple have already dropped. So a couple of really interesting ones have dropped. One was a mechanic, and the other one was a rider. So have a butchers at them. So that's it. We're coming to the end of this one. I think I've rattled on enough. I've gone on for too long already. So just to finish up then, just to wind things up, go and have a look at the radio station, and as of sometime next week it will be available on Alexa. So you say, Alexa, play Real Life Radio UK, and you should get the channel up. So there's a right old mix of stuff on there now. There's music and there's talk and all sorts of things. So have a look at the schedule. And just saw your video in the Overland War Museum. I was there today. Wow. What do you think of it? Really good? Panzer tracks? I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's a really interesting museum. There's lots of space in there, and they got a ton of stuff in there. So many things. There's so many things in there. There's loads of stuff. Absolutely loads of stuff. And it tells a story about the Dutch. Now, most of it's in Amazing Museum. I came there about one a month. Oh, once or twice a month. Excellent. It is a really good museum. And if you've not been there, on your way back, go and have a look at Waterloo. Waterloo is something else. And there's still a tree that was there at the time. So that tree has got a story or two to tell of the actual battle. Right then, so have a look at the old radio station. Say, Alexa, play Real Life Radio UK, and that'll be there. I'm not sure which day, but it'll be one day this week, as soon as they've approved it. Don't go and have a look at some of the other stuff, some of the interviews I did on the race team, and yeah. So there you go. There you have it. That's me for this week from the Old Heale Manor, and hopefully I'm at the Ogre Festival next Saturday, so I'll see. I might be able to see what the signals are like, but I might try and do a little bit of a live from there next week. If I don't worry, I'll do it on a Sunday when I get back. And then we've got the Monday as the bank holiday. So there you go. That's it. All done and dusted for another Saturday, live from the Old Heale Manor. So until the next one, TTFN. Ta-da for now.